What is that thing doing? Is this really how you spend your time?
Maybe? Alright, updates happened, and the loot is bad. The loot's bad. It's really bad. It's hard to get because you're using big armies, and you got to deal with just going for the whole entire base every single time. But don't worry. We get through things like this because we're smarter. And we understand how to adapt with things, and that's what this game's all about. So, the Grand Warden's out. It's obviously going to help so many people when it comes to looting. Though, when I got to Town Hall 11, my very first raid, I was searching through nothing but Town Hall 11. So, that's going to be interesting. I don't think there'll be as many 9s. I like to beat up on 9s when I'm going out for loot raids. And now it's just going to be fighting all 11. So, in order to progress in this game, you're going to have to sacrifice somewhere when it comes to saving loot. If you want to go for, say, some kind of troop, you're going to have to save your elixir. If you want anything that's going to require gold, again, you're going to have to save your gold. So you're going to set your base up to kind of divvy up where all your loot's going to be dispersed. And you got to diminish your gold if you're saving elixir. And if you're trying to go for gold, that works perfectly because you could build big armies, yet it costs gems, so they make you pay to play the game. Every game that's real makes you pay to play. You just don't realize it. You're playing Xbox, well, that's $60 memberships a year. That's yada, yada, yada. That's the whole idea with the gems. So I don't care to boost stuff. I'll throw a couple bucks in the game and boost my camps or my spells or my heroes just to keep them going and have like boost nights and what have you. So in order to dump your gold, you put it in the walls, and when you're trying to make dark elixir, you build big armies. But here's a sneaky little army, if you've been paying attention to the video at all or trying to figure out what I'm saying. You bring in 8 healers, you bring in your hero, you bust up some walls, whether it's through quake spells or good placed wall breakers, and you just simply get the dark. It doesn't matter if you win the trophies, and you'll see right here 2,800 dark, and the troops, I mean, a couple spells here and there for dark spells, but for the most part, like, you're making out, and your queen is healed. Like, check it out, she's got 18 minutes to be done with. You're waiting 20 minutes regardless for the next raid if you leave the healers queued up before you go in for a match or, you know, whatnot. I always leave a couple troops queued up, so you just have troops always ready, just making these raids faster. Now, this was against me, this war. This guy was fully maxed out. Level 40 heroes. He even had a 7 warden. He set his golems up very nice. My base is just set up to like funnel everything right through, but that's that Jersey base. Anywho, the level 40 heroes, look at how strong they are. Now, obviously, they're strong. They're like the furthest thing you can get in the game. It takes forever to get there. But if you really, like, truly understand how strong they are, you'll realize why. Look at as they hop over the wall, they're just clipping stuff down with a couple swipes. The king is 3/4 of the way through my base. Mine would have been dead by now. The queen's not even hurt. She took that collector out with that wizard in 3 shots. Expo, 4 shots. She hits that. 1, 2, that's 3, 4 shots. And when those heroes get up there in the 30s and 40s, they're just so destructive. So, that's what I'm trying to get across. If you want more loot, because this whole system is just bullcrap, you absolutely have to have the strongest, best troops in the game, and the strongest piece of this entire puzzle are these heroes. And back to this little style, which you should definitely try. You should check out. You can do it. The Warden, I just was throwing him in there because I just got him. I was super pumped to use him. He's not strong at all. I mean, it'll be fun to get him to 5 and find out about that hero ability he has, but as of right now, he's pretty worthless. I just think he looks awesome now. Anywho, put 8 healers down. Put your heroes down. Now, put a couple wizards, some archers here and there, just to clear some of the buildings away so that they continue to push through the base. But this base was all spread out with all these different pieces. I knew I was just going to walk through it. I always get troops from the clan castle, get those level 7 giants. You drop a heal on them, they're so good. I used a couple spells here, but I knew I was going to be able to make such a deep push inside this base. I wasn't just going to go only for the dark. You know, because I'm trying to level this guy up and, you know, do my own upgrades. Again, you want to make sure that you're just sticking to the walls, sticking to the heroes. It helps you out in terms of going to war so that you're not any higher. And then you might even say like, oh, well, I want to be able to get my maxed out expos or my maxed out wizard towers to stop people from being able to do this. You're never going to stop people. This game is slow progressing. I've played it for 2 years and my base finally got to a defensively maxed out Town Hall 10. Now my heroes are in the low 20s and you know, I got plenty of work to do now that 11's out, and my walls aren't even to, you know, the lava wall. So there's a lot to be had in the game. That's why the wars are so much fun, and that's the best part about the entire game. In my opinion, there's so many things. There's pushing trophies, there's loot raiders, and I'm more of like a balanced all-around kind of guy. I'll jump up as high as I can get every once in a while. I'll come down low and farm as much as possible, but war is my thing that I love to go to war. I think it shows how well you can raid. The base is fully maxed on its defense. They thought about how loot doesn't matter. It's just you versus that base, and it just shows who drops spells good and what have you. So, in order to have successful war raids like I showed you, you got to max your heroes out. You have to push the limit. If you're at Town Hall 9, you can get them up to 30, and you can use this system right here in a Town Hall 9. And it, you know, my buddy's got his queen almost to like a 19 or 20. He could go in with 8 healers, and he's going to be facing against Town Hall 8 bases and Town Hall 9. So give this strategy a little try. It's super cool. Sorry this video was long. I just feel like we had to geek hard on the heroes and the walls and focusing on dumping the gold, just storing up one thing at a time. I tend to do my dark elixir and my elixir at the same time, and then my gold on opposite times. And every time I get a little gold, boom into a wall, boom into a wall. Your base is looking fancier. I mean, everybody knows when you see a base with some really good walls, you're super stoked about it. But guys, enjoy the game, have fun, clash hard. Looting is a lifestyle. Know that Lord Beardo brings the knowledge, guys. Sub, leave some comments, leave me questions and concerns. You got the info. Let's rock and roll.